Donald Trump went all night long again. Lionel Richie would be proud, wouldn't he? When Donald Trump doesn't get his way, he stays up all night, rage posting, you know where.
Truth Central.
That's right, to Truth Social. Let's start with Trump making up border statistics, and then we'll get into the analysis as the unhinged meltdown continued overnight. Trump posting, quote, "Congratulations, America. The June border statistics are in. And once again, they are the lowest recorded numbers in U.S. history. The Border Patrol reported 0 releases of illegal aliens into the country. In addition, Customs and Border Protection only had 25,243 nationwide encounters throughout the whole month, which is absolutely staggering, considering the Biden administration was encountering tens of thousands of people every single day. America's borders are safe and secure, and the entire world knows it. All we need to do is keep it this way, which is exactly why Republicans need to pass the one big, beautiful bill. We still have radical left judges trying to open the border and defy the Supreme Court, which is why Republicans must be smart, strong, and never let these crazed judges turn us into a third world country. The men and women of Border Patrol, ICE, and CBP are doing an amazing job, but they are counting on Republicans to get it done. So just lies, okay? CBP, these were not the record low numbers from Customs and Border Protection. We saw much lower monthly figures in the early 2000s and before, some of them under Obama, just making it up. Also important to note that the context really matters here. And the numbers dropped after Donald Trump's Supreme Court-backed asylum ban. So once you limit who can claim asylum, it's not really a sign of success. It's a consequence of shutting a legal door. So it's extraordinarily misleading. And then the other thing is when he talks about nobody was released into the country, what he's talking about is Border Patrol direct releases. But the majority of these releases aren't from Border Patrol. It's ICE, as we talked about, the mass roundups. But then a lot of the people are just released with a court date, or HHS for unaccompanied minors in some cases. So it's all a distortion. And when you actually have a zero release policy, the conditions that result are absolutely inhumane and unsustainable. So just lies all the way down. Trump continuing to attack Jamie Raskin. Congressman Jamie Raskin, a third-rate Democrat politician, has no idea what is in our fantastic tax cut bill, nor would he understand it if he did. This dope has been consistently losing to me for years, and I love watching his ugly face as he is forced to consistently concede defeat to Trump, and tonight should be another of those nights. Raskin is a bad politician and a total loser. Okay, so first of all, there's no policy here. It's just a personal attack. But Trump seems to always go after the people whose intellect he's intimidated by. As many of you know, Congressman Raskin is a constitutional law professor, former impeachment manager. If there's anyone who understands the law, it's Jamie Raskin. And to suggest that he wouldn't understand the bill is just hilarious. And of course, Trump offers no defense of the bill. It's just name calling. When I see name calling, I see a pathetic bully. I don't see strength. Okay, Trump continuing. The USA is on track to beat every record on growth. Go Republicans, beat the crooked Dems tonight. Pro-growth tax cuts never fail. Make America great again. So it's just lies. And I know that this gets a lot of people. But as of this year, the U.S. GDP growth is modest and slowing and went down in Q1. Those are the facts. Economic analyses of the bill don't say that the bill will generate great growth. They say it'll very much do the opposite. Trump continuing getting more agitated as we went through the night, and it became clear the bill was not going to be passed overnight. Quote, largest tax cuts in history and a booming economy versus biggest tax increase in history and a failed economy. What are the Republicans waiting for? What are you trying to prove? MAGA is not happy and it's costing you votes. And then finally, frustration boiling over for Trump, who said for Republicans, this should be an easy yes vote. Ridiculous. When Trump doesn't get what he wants, he flips out and he tantrums like a little kid. But you've got to hand it to him. He has them living in fear. And so how can we, I criticize the strategy because I find it to be a pathetic and cowardly way of getting things done in politics. But if you're Trump and you can make them afraid of you, at least in the short term, governing by fear can work. In the long term, it's a disaster for the country. But I get why he's doing it. Melting down overnight. He doesn't like it when he doesn't get his way. Now, I do believe the bill will ultimately pass in some version of what Trump wants. But at least as far as last night goes, on a bender, as usual. Are you feeling stuck in your job? Many people are. And true career growth does require some strategic thinking. And that's where strawberry.me comes in. Our sponsor, strawberry.me, is a platform that will connect you with certified personal coaches specializing in career growth. If you're planning your next move, transitioning fields, if you want to lead more effectively, they can help. This is not therapy. This is not bogus generic advice. These are certified trained professionals who work with you to create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals and your values. You can clarify your challenges, build a strategy, and maybe most importantly, they'll hold you accountable every step of the way. So if you're ready for the next step, visit strawberry.me/Pacman. There's a short quiz. It'll match you with the right coach. Sessions are virtual, flexible, and also designed to work with your schedule. So stop guessing and start growing. Go to strawberry.me/Pacman to get started. And the link is in the description.